Hello and welcome to my first LP. This is a quick run of Sonic Robo 2. This is a fan-made Sonic game, and it's probably one of my favourite Sonic games full stop, really. It's bright, pretty, and really quite fun. There's more exploration elements to it as well as a speed element, and it works together quite well. These first few levels are very, very quick, but they really get into it quite quickly on. I didn't know there was a skip for that, so I used to just have to sit through that while it counted up my huge score. The second zone is a lot larger than the first one. It still doesn't take long to beat it because it is right at the start, but these stages grow exponentially. Like, third zone, enormous. Then, this one's quite large too, and this one's outdoors, so not sure how that counts. But these huge jumps across these massive stages, it really is it's visually impressive. And it runs so smoothly because it's such a low impact game. I apologise for the constant clicking, but that's how you fly as Tails, and if I knew a way to remove that, I would. But seeing as my current editing software consists of throwing it into Windows Movie Maker and hoping, then it's not too good. Let's see. First boss, quite easy to do. I say that as I take 2 hits in a row. I've run this a lot of times, especially these first few zones, because they're really useful for checking my setup. Make sure it's recording at a decent speed. So I did run the first 3 zones last time, and then find out that it was unwatchable quality. I was using NVIDIA Shadowplay before, and it promised to be good, but in the end it was a load of utter bollocks. A bit annoyed, really. So that meant I had to restart all over again. And now I'm using OBS, Open Broadcaster software. It's meant for streaming, but it records at quite a nice rate too. I'm getting a solid 60 FPS, and the file size is tiny. That shouldn't impact the quality either too much, so I've got a much higher bitrate than I did with Shadowplay. Oh, yeah. I didn't realise until probably this morning that there had been an update to this, because I was running it this morning to make sure I knew all my ways, ins and outs before I decided to play it, because I hate it when people play games like this and then do them really poorly or blind play them. They annoy me. And so I was running it this morning, and it was all fine then, just as I remembered, and then it crashed, and it would not open again no matter what. It was conflicting something horribly with my graphics card, and it just would not open. I tried it in OpenGL, which I'm currently running it in now. I tried it standard, SLV2 just would not open. So I reinstalled it, had to go and re-download it again because I'd completely lost the executable, because I've had it on my PC for absolutely years. And then there was an update apparently, which I didn't really get wind of. I thought it'd stopped being updated. And yeah. The last time I did these stages, they were quite a lot different. Like, this entire area is completely changed. The first stage didn't change at all, really. But these 2 stages, they used to be green, like, yeah, it was all lush green with a bit of toxic stuff. Ooh, that was a rubbish term. And now there is this huge factory. I mean, there was a factory in this level, but I think there was a lot less of this slime stuff. And this slime stuff featured a lot differently too. And for some reason, whenever I go through that corridor, I get a weird spiky frame rate. And then it's fine for the rest of the game. Yeah, like this bit is completely new. But that slime used to be bright, vivid purple. And if you touched it, it would damage you. But it featured just like water, as in you'd fall straight to the bottom of it. Now it's kind of a gel sort of thing. So you can bounce in it and float in it. I got stuck on that opening puzzle a little too long this morning. Finally got it all up and running again. I remember this turret though. The room's changed a bit. It's supposed to be a speed gauntlet really. But I've played it a few times. But yeah, since things have updated, I've only really played up to the end of this act, because I wanted to leave a bit of... I didn't think they'd have changed it too much, and I wanted to leave a bit of surprise in. Because I've played it a lot of times, and a little bit of change is nice. So, beyond this, I'm really not sure what to expect. Because this has all changed hugely. But then the first zone hadn't changed at all. That I could tell. So, I have no idea what I'm going to come up against. I'm pretty sure the bosses have changed slightly as well. I'm not sure if this boss changed much. It seemed pretty familiar. Oh yeah. The reason I chose Tails will become apparent later on. He is the slowest of the three. Though he also has the highest jump, which is quite useful. Sonic might have had the highest jump actually. I usually do run it as Sonic, but due to the fact that if you fall off, there's no way to make a recovery as him, it's a lot easier, especially when playing something like this now, to play as Tails or Knuckles. And Knuckles is a bit of an inconvenient character to play, due to the fact he's got a much slower jump, and his climbing ability, while useful, is painfully slow. And there's a lot of places that it doesn't work in either. But yeah, I remember this boss quite a lot. Just runs around a little circle, dropping purple goop. Can't remember the story behind it, but doubt there is much of one. You do appear to be in a minecart though, which I'm not too sure about. It always reminds me of the is it Final Fantasy VI boss? Where there's... Are you on a minecart chasing one of the motorbike enemy dudes? Can't remember what it's for. I think it's Final Fantasy VI. Haven't played it recently. Anyway, that's that boss done. That goop, which stays behind, really annoys me, because I have died on it before, after he's gone. Not for a few years though. Right. And this does it for the first video, because that was 2 whole zones. And I'll get right back on with Deep Sea Zone next. This is where the changes may well begin to make it a bit more interesting, because I'm not used to them. This is 2 Bits, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.